A drop is coming. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here. And in today's video, a major drop is likely to be coming to Bitcoin soon. Ethereum likewise is moving in the downwards direction. And quite frankly, I think the market is going to fall from here. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly why, and I'm also going to show you how we can respond to this market to actually build wealth here in the cryptocurrency space. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Today's video is brought to you in part by Crypto.com, but more on that later. The last several weeks have been exceptionally bearish on Bitcoin with an over $12,000 drop. We've dropped about 17%, and it looks like the correction may come to be even larger. This has been happening partially because of the outflows from the Bitcoin ETF, partially because of the fear of Mt. Gox Bitcoin being sold on the market, causing a major crash on Bitcoin because of the sell pressure, and also because there's a lot of anticipation being built up around the Ethereum ETF and how there may be a crash immediately after the ETH ETF goes online. These fears have led to the correction so far, and over the last couple of weeks, we've been analyzing how Bitcoin is in this bear flag right here. We talked about how Bitcoin was seeing a bullish MACD cross and how Bitcoin had broken bullish above the 14-interval moving average on the RSI, but unfortunately, that did not last. Instead, Bitcoin is now falling through the floor, and a lot of that does, again, have to do with Mt. Gox. From here, there are three major levels that I could see Bitcoin pulling back towards as a result of this bear flag. Number one, we might drop down to $52,800, which is our local resistance that we set right here. Number two, we may fall all the way back down to $50,500, which is our level of support that we set right here in February. And number three, we may pull all the way back down to $49,000, which is the level that we hit the day the Bitcoin ETF launched. And the reason for that is because Bitcoin needs a large correction. The largest correction we've seen so far in this bull market is certainly smaller than 25%. Historically, we could see between a 40 and a 55% drop in the middle of a bull market before the market continued. For example, here in June of 2019, we began a 55% drop. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the market would end up dropping 72% before going on a record rallying $59,000 in a year. Many times throughout 2016 and 17's bull market, we would see Bitcoin regularly drop 40% before going on to rally several 100% over 6 times. So for perspective, a 33% drop on Bitcoin down to $49,000 would actually be right there following the historical average of what a healthy correction looks like on the Bitcoin market. It would not spell the end of the bull market. It just means that people are freaked out about interest rates plateauing and them not dropping yet. It just means that people are freaked out about Mt. Gox and the selling pressure and about how there's not just a 49-day continuous streak of inflows in the Bitcoin ETF like there was right after we launched. The Bitcoin ETF is going to have inflows when the market's going up, so that's going to be nitrous when we start moving to the upside. Mt. Gox is going to be distributing the Bitcoin very soon, and when they do, that Bitcoin distribution will be sold, and then we'll move on, and life will go on, and the market will go up again because that sell-side bearish pressure is gone. We also saw the halving took place earlier this year. We know that it normally statistically takes about 12 months for Bitcoin to have a major rally as a result of the halving, so we're going to see the bullishness come from that. It just hasn't started yet because it only happened a few months ago. And more importantly than all of that, we're going to see the Ethereum ETF go online probably at some point very soon. Gary Gensler went on record saying that the Ethereum ETF would likely be fully online and public before September, which means when it goes online, we might see a short-term correction, very similar to how we saw with Bitcoin. Bitcoin would drop after the ETF went online at 20% in 14 days, but then Bitcoin would go on to nearly double in the next 50. I think something very similar will happen whenever the Ethereum ETF goes online. Short-term correction, longer-term major rally. All of this comes together to give us a very bullish outlook on quarter 4 and quarter 1 of this coming end of year and the beginning of next year. So stay tuned, hold your butts, and do the best you can not to freak out and panic sell, because the people that sell in the red are the people that lose money. The way that people actually generate wealth when they're investing is they hold on when the market crashes, and then they buy at the lows, and then they sell at the highs, and that's how they generate wealth. So if the market does drop down to 49K, if you believe in Bitcoin like I do, and you're willing to hold it for many years in case it hits the fan and we go into a bear market, then you're going to be fine. See, if you hold Bitcoin for over 5 years, you've got well over a 95% chance of being not only in profit, but in a great deal of profit. So take a long-term outlook. Dollar cost average, hold Bitcoin and Ethereum for the very long term. 5 years minimum. Do what I'm doing and hold it for 20 or 30 years, and you will be golden. Don't get so caught up about, I bought it at 49. Oh my gosh, we unexpectedly went into a bear market. Great. Buy more. It'll be fine. Make sure you're diversified. Make sure you're also buying stocks. Make sure you're also paying off any debt, paying down your mortgage so you're building your real estate equity. Make sure that maybe you're working on getting into real estate as an investment vehicle also through rental properties. Diversify your portfolio so that if something happens to Bitcoin, you're still good, but continue to invest, live on less than you make, have a written plan for your money called a budget, pay off debt, build financial sovereignty, and you're going to be just fine. If you haven't already, make sure to open a Roth IRA. Max that out every single year. Stuff that in the stock market. If you do that from the ages of 20 to 65, you will have over $3 million in retirement. If you open a Roth IRA for you and your spouse, and you also open a health savings account with a high deductible health plan, and you max out all of those accounts, you could have well over $10 million in retirement just by maxing out those tax advantage accounts. So make sure you lower your expenses, increase your income, invest the difference, and build wealth, and you'll be in good shape. If you're looking for a place to invest in Bitcoin, then look no farther than Crypto.com. Crypto.com is the world's premier trading platform with over 100 million users, and they just turned 8 years old on Monday. Crypto.com is the leading cryptocurrency trading platform because they've mastered a lot of things, but first and foremost, they have mastered user interface. You see, when you're investing in the cryptocurrency space, it's very important that you make it as simple as possible. The same way you make it as simple as possible to succeed at the gym or to succeed when you are investing in the stock market. The simpler it is to do something, the more likely it is that it's going to form into a habit. So make sure that you sign up for Crypto.com with the link in the description box down below, because they got everything you need, including on-chain staking and earn programs, all kinds of ways to build wealth with your investments, while also making it as user-friendly as possible so that you can succeed. It also helps to support the channel when you sign up, so make sure to check our link in the description box down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.